Hello and welcome to a special episode of Coffee with SamPaul. I am currently at the Starlight Lounge, which is a 50s rock and roll themed cafe, dance place and shop. But to tell us a little bit more about that, we're sitting here today with Lorraine. Lorraine, how are you?
Good, thank you.
That's good. Lovely to have you on. And unlike my normal coffee, I've now got a spider because we're going with the cafe theme, which I love. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
So tell me a little bit about how this place came to be. It looks incredible here.
Thank you.
It's like I've stepped back in time.
This place itself started about late 2019, but we have had the rock and roll dress store for a lot over 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And that started because my partner and I, Les, started rock and roll. So we met at rock and roll.
Yep.
We liked doing the rock and roll, and he had some online stores, and I said, "Oh, can you get me a dress?" And he said, "Oh, yeah." And he said, "I can see a business in this." So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So it started with that, and then it moved on to. He always had a dream of setting up a place for people to go and dance with a good dance floor, some room.
Which you have here.
And an experience.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I've only been here for a few minutes so far, and I already feel like I'm having an experience. I feel like I've walked into the set of like Happy Days or something. It's really quite cool. So you said you guys met through rock and roll. So this is somewhat of a love story in a way, isn't it? Really? I mean, when it break it down. And that's really great. It's so good that, not only did you guys connect through, obviously, both a love for rock and roll, but you've built something really incredible and unique. I do love the fact that everything here is very, very themed to the idea of what you've set up here, including even the jukebox back here.
Probably is that because the place was originally set up for dance classes and for somewhere to rock and rollers go to dance. So they like not a lot of break between the dancers. They just like dancing because it's their passion. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. And what kind of numbers would you normally get down here, like on a good night for dancing?
So we have a dance club come in on a Tuesday night. So Parry Hills Rock and Rollers come in.
Oh wow.
It's open to everyone, but they come in and they do a little bit of a lesson, and then there's social dancing as well. So we get between 40 to 50 people here.
That's great.
So that's good. And we have had, when we've had a Christmas party and we've had a band, we have maxed out and had to turn people away. So we've had 100. So we are licensed for 100 people. Yeah,
wow, that's crazy. It's good to see there's so much interest there. I am curious to know, because obviously there's probably some degree of like, a perception of the kind of age of people that would come to a rock and roll place. But I feel like I might be like off the mark. I feel like you might get some that are maybe a bit older than what you'd expect and maybe some younger. I'm curious to know sort of what would probably be the youngest dancer you've had come through?
Well, the younger ones are probably teenagers.
Yep.
Yeah. So
that surprises me.
Yeah. So we had one that came to a birthday party. So we hire it out for events, and they came to a birthday party. We have a rock and roll dance teacher come in to do a lesson, and she picked it up really well.
That's so cool.
And she was 16, and she'd gone on to do lessons after that. So there are a lot. Probably not so many in South Australia, but interstate there's a big thing. People start learning and they do competition rock and roll dancing, and they have some as young as 10 that are doing it. So
very cool. And so obviously you mentioned you started with the dress shop to start with, and then obviously then you got the dance floor and now the cafe. Was that driven by interest, like people coming in saying, "Oh, I wish you had like a cafe," or "I wish you had a dance floor," or?
So, well, no, the dance floor came from from Leslie's vision of what he wanted to do.
Yep.
So
he's a visionary.
The dance floor and the furniture. So that was all set up. It's changed and progressed.
Yeah.
But we had he had all the furniture made for us and imported. So we actually sell the furniture as well. And the same with the jukebox. That came from England.
Yeah, right.
So they put it together from what you've wanted.
Yeah.
So it was to provide, so we originally, when we opened, we had our dance teacher came in and held dance classes here, and it was just before COVID hit. So we were really limited during the COVID.
Yeah.
But because we were a sport, we could continue to dance and we didn't serve alcohol. So they were the two things, but there was a lot of regulations around that.
Yeah.
And that sort of dropped off. So it just changed to people come. We used to have Sunday afternoons with a band.
Yep. Very cool.
And so, but there wasn't as much desire for that as well.
Yeah.
Because there's obviously a cover charge to
of course, to
pay
cover
for
the band. Yeah.
Once the pubs could start.
Copying?
Well, no. Once they were allowed to have bands and dancing again, then they quite often don't charge a cover charge to get in. So it dropped off from that perspective.
That's understandable. You did mention to me when we were setting up too that, like, because I know you just mentioned about how you had custom made furniture and you brought things in like the jukebox from the UK and things, but you did mention something that I found really cool. You source your produce for the food here locally.
Yeah, so what they people started saying, oh, well, I've got this, can you have hamburgers, can you do this? And because we've got a really limited space for kitchen, we went, oh, what can we do? So, but I actually go to our local butcher.
Yep.
And they actually, all their meat comes from South Australia and in the Adelaide Hills. So so we make the burgers, beef burgers, chicken burgers.
Just if you need to check. We've got quite a great looking menu actually. I definitely recommend people come down and check this out. The opening times that you did mention are sort of fairly limited, but I think it'd be worth people working out when you're open to come down.
Yeah. So we do, so Tuesday evenings we serve meals. We are open Monday, Wednesday for dancing. We have line dancing classes as well, besides rock and roll, and they've really sort of started to boom.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've been quite surprised at how popular it's becoming. Not because I think there's anything wrong with it, but I guess it's just never really been something that I've noticed in my life. But I'm noticing more and more now, particularly with the social media, you get a bit of a glance about outside of your own little bubble. And I'm seeing more and more of it, even on like TikTok and things like that. People doing the line dancing and stuff. It actually looks like a lot of fun, to be honest.
Well, it is. It was something that a lot of people within the rock and roll scene, if you go out and they have a band and someone doesn't have a partner, if they played some songs that they could dance to, then it was good for those that didn't have it. So the Tuesday nights were open for meal, but Saturday during the day, we are open for lunch.
Okay.
And then we're open some Saturday evening. So we've just started having more of a social night for the students that come on a Saturday to dance, because we've got dance classes on a Saturday as well.
Very cool.
And they wanted to go, well, where can we go and dance that sort of isn't going out to a pub where they feel a bit safer?
Yeah.
And so that last one that we had went really quite well. So we then tend to find we advertise the diner as open. We have people come in because they like to see rock and rollers dancing as well. It sort of gives them some people all dressed up as well. So
that was going to be my next question. Like, do you get a lot of people dressing up? Because I'm guessing the rock and roll dancers would probably wear a certain kind of attire that would be, conducive to the dancing. But so you do get people coming in just to dine that dress up as well?
Yes, we do. We've had we've had birthday parties come in, and it tend to be more if we have events. Then people tend to
go all out.
When we have private events, they normally have a 50s theme. If they're coming here, they have a 50s theme, and people all get dressed up.
That's so good.
But even the new students got dressed up for coming to dance on a Saturday night.
Yep.
So, and we had quite a few younger people come in and just go, well, we're just here to, here to eat. But they like the music. They'll get up and dance. There's no restriction. You don't have to, be a professional dancer and get on the dance floor.
Well, that's good because
it's all about having fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. I mean, in this day and age, I think having fun is so important. And I think you were mentioning COVID before because that's sort of when you started operating. After all that stuff, fun, it just becomes so much more important than I think it already was. So, so if people want to find out, opening hours and things like that, you mentioned you've got a website.
Yes, we've got the Starlight Lounge
is that
website.
.com.au?
Yep.
And you've got a Facebook page as well?
And we've got a Facebook page as well.
So I'll pop those up on the screen so people can see.
Yeah, and they can also join the Facebook Starlight Lounge group.
Okay.
And then they'll get directed things going in there as well.
Yeah. Oh, great. We'll definitely put all those details up so people can come and join them and hopefully get a few more heads through the door. And thank you so much both for my spider, but also for taking some time today to have a chat, Lorraine. It's been really interesting, and this place is absolutely incredible. I do recommend anyone watching that they come down and check it out, whether they want to come for a dance or come for some food on the days you're open, or a spider, because that's got to be the best spider I've ever tasted. I know there's not much to them, but I don't know, some people just can do it and some people fail. Like I make them for my son, and I don't think I make them anywhere near like on that level. I swear to God. Anyway, thank you so much, Lorraine, for the chat and for allowing me to come down to check this place out. It's the Starlight Lounge. What's the suburb in this area?
It's Paraka.
It is Paraka. I thought so, but the way the maps got me here was a bit confusing. It kind of took me a very roundabout.
We searched Road Paraka and we're at the back, and people tend to go, well, it can't be in here, and then it looks like a little place, and then you open the door. Yes,
which I experienced that myself. I thought this cannot possibly be the right place because, like you said, it looks like it's not very big, but when you walk in, it's like the TARDIS. It's actually a lot bigger on the inside than it looks on the outside. But definitely come down and check it out. And thanks again, Lorraine.
You're welcome.
No worries.
Okay. Bye.